Hello everyone. Today you will be learning about the module Balance Concept of Sex Determination in Drosophila. This is a part of Unit 5 named Autosomes and Sex Chromosomes of the paper Cytogenetics and Plant Breeding. I am Ms. Elrica Frida Di Costa, Assistant Professor in Botany from Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Kepe, Goa. Coming to the outline, we are going to see or learn about the concept of genic balance theory, concept of sex determination in Drosophila, and the meaning of gyandromorphs. The learning outcomes: understands the concept of genic balance theory and gyandromorph, outlines the mechanism of sex determination in Drosophila, and relates genic balance theory to sex determination. Moving to the introduction of this module, the theory of genic balance was given by Calvin Bridges in the year 1921. This theory states that instead of XY chromosome, sex is determined by a genic balance or ratio between the X chromosomes and autosome genomes. Sex determination in Drosophila. In Drosophila melanogaster, commonly called as a fruit fly, the presence of Y chromosome has been found essential for the fertility of male sex, but not for determination of the male sex. The sex in case of Drosophila is determined polygenically. The autosomes here will determine maleness, while the X chromosome would determine the femaleness. Thus, we can say that the sex of an individual depends on the ratio of X chromosomes to autosomes. Now let us see what are polyploid Drosophila. Now here you can see a table which shows the crosses and the results, which is the offspring, the gametes of the offspring. So on the left hand side we have a triploid female, which has 3 autosomes and 3 X chromosomes, and these are the functional gametes of the female. Whereas on the top you can see that there are gametes of diploid male. There are 2 autosomes and 1 X and a Y chromosome. Now let us move on to the cross. When 2 autosomes and 2 X chromosomes of the female are crossed with 1 autosome and 1 X chromosome, the resulting offspring is a triploid female having the gametes 3 autosomes and 3 X chromosomes. When the same female, which has 2 autosomes and 2 X chromosomes, is crossed with a male having 1 autosome and 1 Y chromosome, the resulting offspring is a triploid intersex with gametes 3 autosomes and 2 X chromosomes and a Y chromosome. Another female with the gametes 1 autosome and 1 X chromosome, when crossed with the diploid male having the gametes 1 autosome and 1 X chromosome, would result in an offspring which would be a diploid female having the gametes 2 autosomes and 2 X chromosomes. The same female with 1 autosome and 1 X chromosome, when crossed with the diploid male having 1 autosome and 1 X chromosome, would result in an offspring which is a diploid male having 2 autosomes and 1 X and a Y chromosome. When the female with gametes 2 autosomes and 1 X chromosome is crossed with the diploid male having the gametes 1 autosome and 1 X chromosome, would result in an offspring which is a triploid intersex, having the gametes 3 autosomes and 2 X chromosomes. When the same female with gametes having 2 autosomes and 1 X chromosome is crossed with a diploid male having the gametes 1 autosome and a Y chromosome, the resulting offspring would be a super male because it would have 3 autosomes and 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. When a female having 2 autosomes and 2 X chromosomes is crossed with a male having the gametes 1 autosome and 1 X chromosome, would result in an offspring which is a super female having 2 autosomes and 3 X chromosomes. The same female, when crossed with the diploid male having the gametes 1 autosome and 1 Y chromosome, would result into a diploid female having 2 autosomes, 2 X chromosomes and 1 Y chromosomes. So here we can see that the number of chromosomes would vary in Drosophila. That is why they are called as polyploid Drosophilas. Moving on to the next one, we have gynodermorphs. Okay, now gynodermorphs are individuals in which part of the body would express male characters, whereas the other part of the body would express female characters. In Drosophila, we have the bilateral gynodermorphs, wherein one side of it would be a male while the other side of it would exhibit female characters. A figure of the same is here. Okay, so we can see one side, the left side of this Drosophila is a female while the right side of the Drosophila is a male. Now, this gynodermorphy results due to irregularity in mitosis at first cleavage of the zygote. A chromosome lags in division and it does not arrive at the pole in time to be included in the reconstructed or the newly formed daughter nuclei. Since one of the chromosome of the X lags in the spindle, one daughter nucleus would receive only one chromosome of the X, while the other daughter cell would receive 2 X chromosomes. You can see here the X chromosome is there in the center. It has lagged, it has not reached the poles. So the figure on the left, you can see that there are 2 X chromosomes, while on the right what you can see, there is only 1 X chromosome. A summary of this module, we know sex is determined. We have seen that sex is determined by genic balance or ratio between the X chromosomes and autosome genomes. Sex of an individual would depend on the ratio of X chromosomes to autosomes, and we have also seen what are gynodermorphs and how the gynodermorphy would occur. Moving on to the references for this module. The first one is Principles of Genetics, the 7th edition of it by E. J. Gardner and D. Peter Snudstead. The publication is by John Wiley and Son. The second book referred here is Life Sciences, Fundamentals and Practice Volume 2, the 6th edition of it by P. Kumar and Usha Meena. The publication here is Pathfinder publication. The third book is Genetics by P. S. Verma and V. K. Agarwal. The publication is by Chand, S. Chand and Company Private Limited. Thank you.